Hey, folks.
All right, look at us, see?
Hey, Guy.
Hi, Guy.
Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. My goodness.
We're not gonna yell y'all so much to turn off your cameras because we're expecting to see some ugly Christmas sweaters.
Look at, all right, so, is that a dinosaur, Allie? I love it. That is awesome.
Mama Slay.
Mama Slay, I like that.
Leslie.
All right.
I see Annie Kuhn has her Corona sweater on.
All right. So Kira, for a second, I thought that was a cow, but it's a panda. Oh my gosh. You just wonder who comes up with these things so if you have a Christmas sweater on,
Well, I mean, Annie, I want to give a special note. I mentioned this. She actually is working with the client who's positive. She's present with him. That's why she's in all her PPEs. So I think she gets the award for the ugliest Christmas sweater. It's the 2020 ugly Christmas. You should take like a black Sharpie and write, "This is my ugly Christmas sweater" on it. And
Annie, it's so good to see you. Thank you for what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I was just talking to Jen about you, and I'm so impressed with our team. We
Absolutely.
have rock stars. But yes, that is the ugliest Christmas sweater I've ever seen. Annie.
I gotta tell a quick story. In fact, I'm gonna really screw up the video in a second by showing a picture from my phone. So I was a judge for a junior high the gingerbread house contest. 4 little groups of junior hires from my church were at various home groups, and they made gingerbread houses. And this is the winner. I'll show you a picture of it because we decided to give this winner. This is a church that did this. So we're
all right. Well, everyone is still coming on. We want to see more. Oh, I like the kitty cat. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's actually not ugly. That's cute. I'm sorry. That's just cute. All right, and glasses, Laura. Excellent.
Oh, sorry. A few people having trouble starting the videos to show off their gear. So, but this was the winner of the Christmas gingerbread house. We call it the 2020 gingerbread house. It looks like something out of the movie Deliverance, and Santa landed his sleigh on it, and it caved in. And the kids actually wrote on it, "Santa stalks you," and there's like a spider and a spider web crawling up the side. They went super dark, and it was 2020 in a gingerbread house form. Anyway, all
right. How do we change screens?
I slide around.
See more.
Brandon is over there inducing seizures. That's because that's a Minnesota Vikings sweater. That's not the lights I was referring to. Just teasing you. Where's mine? I'm matchy, but
So he loves me. He had told you guys he was going to be in a slit up sweater, and he has it, and it's a Ram sweater, but then I wanted him to match me. So he chose to match me instead, but he brought it.
Here's my beautiful Christmas sweater.
But he wanted to match me.
Right, so.
All right, I'm going to go to another screen.
You hit that arrow over there on the right.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. Oh, I like the hat, Alice and Babe. You both have hats on. Phenomenal. Really. Oh my goodness. Like that elf is like, he keeps going. Yes, he could reach out and grab you. Awesome. Hi, Abira. You got a cute hat on too. All right. Michelle. Hey, Michelle, I want to see your sweater. Oh, yours is cute too. That's not ugly at all. That's so cute.
I saw Jennifer Bowman had the Hamilton Christmas sweater. I'll be back. Oh, yes, that's really, you'll be back. So,
I think it's more a Terminator theme, right?
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yes. Again. Oh, I was gonna make a 2020 joke, but that was gonna even get darker. I'm gonna pass on it. Soul's sporting the what?
What is it?
Your hair looks cute, but you have to duck your head a little bit more or raise your camera. Right now, all we see is love. You always see is your face. What is that?
Is that Santa on your head? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. All right, Tracy. Hey, is that Grinch on your head, Tracy? Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1 minute. She's gonna show us more. Oh, she has got the mask that goes with it. What? Tracy, where did you get that? You're going to have to chat where you got that because that is freaking adorable. Frank, love it. All right. Host stopped her video.
Deanna is saying, please turn on my video.
Mary's over there. Just
my producers. Hey, no,
you're not in your Christmas sweater. You're off.
That's right. No.
Just kidding. She's not doing that.
You know how like some radio shows have that 7-minute, that 7-second delay in case somebody drops an F-bomb. If your sweater isn't up to par, Mary's just darkening the video. Just warning you.
Alice has Alphon, one of my all-time favorites. Oh my God, I know him. All right. Okay, I think we're good. Is there any, let me see, last minute participants in the sweater moment? Oh. Oh.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, nice, that's so cute. And the pants.
Well, she got the ugly Christmas pants. That's
no, those are very cute Christmas pants, not ugly.
It's all ugly, but we're embracing the ugly.
Katie, I like those glasses with a hat on the glasses. Super cute. Oh my gosh, Cody. Are you going for a nap after this? I in my kerchief. How does that go? Laying down for a long winter's nap.
I don't know. Yeah,
I did it right.
You did it.
I did. J-Lo Santa.
Nice. Santa baby.
All right. Well, I think we have some things to chat about.
Merry Christmas,
today.
Everyone. We are glad to have you with us. This is our final town hall of the year. And it's been a year where we really want to not hang our head, but hold our head up with a lot of gratitude and pride we've faced headwinds like we never knew before. And we have a lot to be thankful and lots to celebrate in spite of that.
Yeah, it's definitely been, a season of tremendous loss of individuals as well as loss of just feeling, loss of time with each other, freedom. But there's also, of course, like Eric said, far, far more to be grateful for. So I actually have a little journal and I've written down, what have I lost in 2020? And what have I gained in 2020? And my gain is bigger than my loss because I even have things on my list like more family time, more time, like games and doing things, just slow kind of activities that we traditionally wouldn't get to do with our kids because traditionally this time of year, we don't even hardly see our children. It's like, mwah, and we'll see you on Saturday kind of thing because they're so busy. So it's been nice to be a little slower even this holiday season than traditionally.
I know it's. I was just talking about that with somebody this week or last week about how when we look back, we think about some of the things that we've lost, but I think we're going to look back kind of, and some of us are going to be like, I kind of was nice being around each other as much as we were. Oh, I happen to like my family, so that's a benefit for me. But it was, and I like my kids. They're a kick and they're fun to be with. So that's been nice. But when we're free and to move about the country again and everybody goes back to normal life, it's going to be another transition. Our dog's going to have the hardest time with it.
Yes, our dogs. We have a puppy. He's a 90-pound puppy.
He's a year old and he still thinks he's about 10 pounds. He jumped on my bed this morning while I was asleep. I felt all 95 pounds of that dog.
Anyway, he's a golden retriever. He was.
Hey, there's a dog.
Yeah, he. I just got your joke. Anyway, okay. We got him. Well, he didn't actually arrive until February.
We got him in February. We received him, brought him home in February because he had to get weaned, but he was born like 3 days before Thanksgiving.
Right. And so he was a Christmas gift to our oldest daughter, Trinity,
his name is Dasher. Go figure.
So we have Dasher, who's basically thought that we all just revolve around him and live at home. And so the last few days have been rough because Eric and I have been working a little bit more from the office and the kids have been doing different things. And
so if you're a budding entrepreneur, I advise you to start a home dog therapy business, because there's going to be a lot of dogs around the country who are going to need Zoom therapy from somebody because their owners are gone back to work. They're like, the world has ended.
I know.
Because dogs
this 2021 sucks.
I know, right? They're going to be cheering on coronavirus. No, they're because dogs have no sense of time. That's why when you leave, they look so sad, but when you come back, they look so happy because they thought you were never coming back again. They didn't realize that there's a tomorrow or at 5 hours from now or whatever. So it'll be fun to see. It'll be fun for Dasher. He'll be fun. Dasher will be fine.
He will be.
Anyway.
All right. Well, we actually today is just a ton of celebrating you. We have really kept it pretty light on the Eric and Sadie talk about us. But we'll fit ourselves in, don't you worry. But we are going to give you our first Christmas present, which is no COVID talk. Yay!
But we're probably going to take it back and give you some COVID talk. So
not here, not now, not in this COVID section.
We just want to have a slide.
Yes. So there you go. And we already did, I can turn on your camera and let's see your compass, not your compass sweater. Well, it's your Christmas sweater and it's compassy because we're all about the fun and the love and the, look at us. I don't know if you can see, ours are Mickey and Minnie. Yeah. All right.
You feel like you're sticking yourself in the camera in your face?
I was a little awkward, but we got it done. Okay, so
it's like how do we do that? How do we look at each other's Christmas sweaters without feeling creepy? That's what I want to know.
I thought we all did a fantastic job. I didn't feel creepy.
Okay,
I loved everyone's sweater.
That's very important.
Okay. So now we just have a few updates, and this will be a pretty quick process as well because we have a lot of people to celebrate throughout our organization, and we have and we want to make sure that's our priority. And then we have a few questions at the end, and we'll make sure we have time for our questions as well. So the first thing I want to let you know is that our town hall dates are already out. We have them scheduled for all of next year. We are going to go to a little bit different schedule. First of all, we're going to shift it over to Friday so we can all end on such a positive note of spending time together on our town hall. But those have been put out for the entire year, so look for those. We're going to do 2 different formats. So again, just look for the different town hall dates and the different formats, and we will see you again next year as we continue this part of the process. Another thing we gained, town halls.
Yeah.
We gained them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I just want to make a quick thank you to everyone. I have loved the pictures. Oh my goodness. What Redwood Coast did and all the pictures that you sent. They absolutely, no joke, made my night. Goodness gracious, I can't get through one thing without getting emotional. Anyway, I just love seeing everyone as safe as they possibly could be. They did a drive-through event, but they certainly went all out and spent lots of time and energy and made it very, very special, and that was super cool to see. I've also seen I saw South Bay sent me some pictures of gingerbread houses being made and gifts being distributed and coloring books, and so we just really appreciate each and every one of you spending the time. I know that I met with the ILS team this week, and they were like, whew, we're through the hard part. We can now look at it as a fun activity, because it was a lot of work. And I really recognize that each and every one of my ILSMs and my CFs and supervisors and everyone else had to put a really lot of effort into making this successful. And so I just want to say thank you for doing that. And I can tell now that you are getting to reap the benefit because you're seeing all the joy on everyone's faces and feeling known, feeling seen in this season. And I just encourage you to keep doing whatever you can to spread some Christmas joy and some life at the end of this year. A lot of us are really tired. A lot of us have been stuck in our houses for a really long time. A lot of us are, clients, or some of them have not understood what's happening. So I just encourage you to just do what you can to give a little bit more love and joy. I know that there's a couple little things that are happening. Firstly, I want to let you know that there has been a sign up. So there was some requests for some virtual events, and we don't really have the capacity for Eric and I to do more virtual events, but there's a lot of you out there that are just as creative and fun and charismatic and all those good words as Eric and I are. And so we put a sign up for you out on Facebook for you to be able to sign up yourself to host a virtual event. And then we have a gentleman here, Tyler, that would help get you all set up, make sure you had a code, make sure people knew about it, made sure that you had what you needed to make that happen. But then you can have your own virtual event, and we encourage you to do that. We also have a little tiny thing hidden around. You may get socked, and that was an idea from one of our LG pros in the East Bay. Stephanie came up with this idea, so we put it out there that you can get socked. So if you have gotten socked, please pass it along. The idea is to get as many people socked as possible. Many of you are like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm not going to tell you, because you'll know if you get socked. And but like I said, pass it along, and that was an idea from an LG Pro. So there's just lots of things going around right now that my team is doing, you're doing, to really just spread some positivity. And I just want to say thank you and keep it up, and let's finish 2020 in our best way. All right. You have more you want to talk about?
Well, I was letting you.
I'm done. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. My speech is over.
I couldn't. There was no space. I was.
I'm passionate.
She is. I was like, this is a smoke break for me. But I don't smoke. But anyway, all right. That was good stuff. Good stuff. And it's definitely spread the Christmas cheer. It's we definitely can value it and appreciate it this year more than ever before. All right, so a couple of practical matters, though. Renaissance 2 and PCNs. Renaissance 2 is proceeding at pace. There's a lot of stuff happening. If you do not know what we're talking about when we say Renaissance 2, please go and to our private YouTube page, which you should have been invited to, and you can watch the videos where we explain it in great detail. It's about how we are organizing our SLS field teams into teams, and instead of just having random schedules, we're having jobs and leadership in homes, and a whole lot of promotions in the homes to, are going to be all kinds of awesome stuff's going to be happening, but it's going to involve result in some change. And those videos are the best way for you to hear about it, because it could take a good 2 hours and then barely just kind of get warmed up.
I do want to say, so far, we have some pilot projects going on, and I just want to say that I've been really impressed with what we're seeing out of the pilot projects, so it gives me a lot of hope for the future as far as how to really set up this as in a more of a career manner for the field, as well as just give people some certainty around their schedule, and which of course will provide more stability for our clients. So I do encourage you, yes, change is hard, but we are seeing some really positive things. We'll need your feedback. It's not going to be perfect, but work with us, go with the flow, understand that change always requires quite a bit more work before you get the value of it. I mean, if you think about anything you've ever done in your life, it's 4 years of college. That's all about the hard work to get the degree. So there's a reward at the end of this. We feel fairly certain, but it will be a process and be some work to get it in place.
Absolutely. But the early returns are very promising, and we're liking how people are responding. Bottom line is, we want people to really look at their employment at Compass, not as a side hustle, but as a hustle, as the hustle. Do the hustle.
That's the thing to do.
Anyway, so that's going to help us do that. Anything specific you wanted to mention about Renaissance 2? Because I just want to remind everybody that's happening, be in communication, and you'll hear more and more as we go along.
So one of the things we talked about at a previous meeting is that Renaissance 2, we have a bonus structure rolling out. There'll be details coming out. We have solidified the details of that. Those will be coming out in January. They will not be rolling out. We will not see the benefit of that until we have about we've done 50% of the work. So we have a prize for ourselves when we've gotten 50% of the work done. So you'll be hearing more about that. CFs, supervisors, and RMs will be talking to you. And then if you're in the field, you'll be hearing from the entire team about that. But there will be, if you're looking for the details, they will be coming out in January about our bonus program that is going to benefit both case facilitators as well as the field. So we're excited about that.
And when we say bonuses, we mean real dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, tens of thousands.
Still get comp coins. They're still a beautiful thing, but this will be money.
Exactly. Money, and it's going to be tied to the client that you work with. So if you work in a household that is more challenging than another household, then those households will get higher bonuses potentially, depending on how they perform as a team.
Yeah, there's 3 things that we could talk about. It's going to be based on the hours that you work. So how much you contribute to that home. It's going to be tied to how successful you are. We have some things that we're going to measure, some things that we're looking at. How successful are you? How successful are we in working in this household? And then the third one is, how challenging is the individual that you're working with, and or individuals. That is obviously a challenge in and of itself, working with 2 or 3 people.
We have some clients that are they're just a joy to be with. They have very little medical challenges themselves, and they're just always happy and fun to be with. But if you put 2 folks like that together as roommates, they're still a joy to be with, but you're going to work a little harder than you would work if you were alone. So the bonus would be higher in that roommate situation than it would be in just a one-on-one. So we're taking all that sort of stuff into account. And you'll hear the full details on that. But the bottom line is we really want to acknowledge and incentivize the right choices and the right behavior and reward good results. So that is definitely still happening, and we're really excited about that. Can't tell you when it's going to turn on exactly, but it's going to be when we're halfway there, we're going to turn on the money.
Yeah. I don't know if I was asking for permission, but he doesn't know what I'm asking
and
for
so
permission
I want to say
for.
no, actually.
I know. I could tell he wants to tell me no. Okay.
Because I don't know what you're going to ask.
Well, I just want to say out loud, this is a decent investment in our organization.
Okay.
This is not like we're just shuffling a few dollars around. This has actually been a weighty decision for Eric and I, because it will mean more money being distributed both to the field as well as to our CFs. And that's always a big decision, because we live on a razor thin margin in what we do. So this has been a very weighty, it's not like big decision for us.
Funding, we're still underfunded. And
Yeah.
so we're having to reallocate and move monies around to make it work. And if this whole thing produces the results we want, it'll be a massive win-win.
And it'll be worth it all. But we're a little bit holding our breath financially, because it is a big, challenging financial lift for us. So just understand that this comes with, we're saying it's going to cost you something work-wise. It is. You can also know that it's costing us something financially to make it all happen.
It's a big risk, but we're excited about it. Sadie and I are super committed to it. Because we believe the payoff is going to be real in terms of the results, improving the quality of service for our clients, the stability of our teams, and which makes everybody's job easier. So, all right. Lastly, PCNs. As you may know, the January 1 minimum wage goes up in California again to $14 an hour for companies with more than 25 employees. That's Compass. And it's options. Is options on this today? Are they with us?
They're officially going to start next year.
Next year, okay. Yeah. So either way, so this all applies. So if you have a shift, you're receiving less than $14 an hour for anything, you'll be receiving $14 an hour starting January 1. And but that is the minimum wage going up. Y'all should just know that whenever that happens, the state does increase our funding, but it usually increases it only about 70%. So because we don't want to we hate compression. We try to fight compression as much as we can. And that means that if we got to get more and more clever. It does cut down into our margin. So, but you will be seeing a new PCN go to you about that. Watch your inbox or watch your snail mail. It's going to be coming on several different ways. We've got to get those things signed, and CFs and ILSMs will be enlisting you to help us communicate with staff. And if anybody has forgotten to do so, you'll be helping us chase them down, because that's kind of what you do. All right. Okay, well, those are the updates.
Yep, those are updates.
All right.
Now we get to start the fun part of celebrating individuals. So,
okay. So the first, so the awards as we go, we're going to first talk about our team members of the year. We have various offices that we do this for and various positions. And all of these people, these awards categories, will probably tomorrow, they get a thank you letter and a notification, and we'll celebrate them right now. But they also get a bonus. A cash bonus to be direct deposited in their account. Gross amount is $400. So it's
these awards.
For these, yeah, I'll walk through it as we go along. And so for these awards, it's $400, and that's obviously a gross amount. But that check should hit your bank accounts probably tomorrow. I think tomorrow. So anyway, all right. So without any further ado about that, our first winner is Life Guide of the Year, Donna in the East Bay.
All right, so Donna, Adrian wrote this about you, and I just want to take a minute to say thank you for all that you do. You have a great energy. You are an awesome advocate, really thinking about our clients' health and making sure that their personal goals are met. And we're just really grateful that you're on our team and grateful for all that you do. And just you've been a rock in this season, and this has been a very challenging season. So our rocks are very, very appreciated. So thanks, Donna, for being a rock. We have runners up of Toyin and Bala.
So well done. All right. Another winner, Team Member of the Year award in East Bay is Ronan. And he was our LG Pro.
I know he's here.
Awesome.
We're talking about you now, Ronan.
All of these winners were told ahead of time that they were winners, and hopefully they've joined the call. I didn't look at a roster. So if you're here, we're so glad you're here.
All right, Ronan has been a part of our team for a very long time, and he just brings energy and joy when he walks in a room. We love his encouragement. Tiffany wrote this about him, but he is definitely, he's got just a tremendous, beautiful energy about him. He's so helpful. He is encouraging clients. They work a little bit harder on their goals when Ronan is around, which is awesome. He's helped us with all kinds of clients and really helped us with some medically fragile and help training people, and even provided some emergency coverage in some pretty unique and trying situations. So we're super grateful for all that Ronan adds to our team. He brings a wealth of knowledge with him, and then, like I said, just a great energy at the same time. So thanks, Ronan, for what you do. And we had a runner-up of Danny.
All right. One last winner in the East Bay is for Life Coach of the Year, and that winner is Teresa.
Teresa.
Nice picture, by the way. You've got the real smolder going on.
So Shannon wrote this about you, and we'll make sure that you get this shared with you, since I'm kind of paraphrasing and adding my own Sadie flavor to these, and that's that you are just so dedicated. I remember one time when you walked up to me and we were talking, and you said, hey, I have different clients that want to go on different retreats. Can I go with them on all these different retreats? And I said, if that's your heart, is to have that kind of dedication and assisting your clients to be able to go on retreats, so be it. And she's continued to have that same dedication throughout this difficult year. In ILS, it has been a tremendous challenge. The program has changed very dramatically this year, as most of our time with clients is one-on-one short periods of time, and they have been throughout, we don't know where they've been. We don't know what they've been up to. And so just the precautions that are necessary and the bravery that's necessary in this line of work. She has been amazing, keeping up her utilization above 85%. And those in ILS know that that means rock star, that she rocked it. And we're super appreciative for all that you do. We had a runner-up of Damaris.
All right. Good job, East Bay. Well, so we're going to move to the Redwood Coast now. We have some winners over there. And our first one is Life Guide of the Year. It's Angelica. Is that a Hamilton reference there? Anyway, way to go, Angelica.
Okay, so Anna had some very nice things to say. You have been someone that's been outstanding, and that you've had hunger and you've grown. Obviously, coming over to Compass has been an adjustment, and you've adjusted very, very well as taking on a leadership role, and you're taking on a leadership role, which we've asked of you in your client's home, and you've been efficient, and you've just done a really great job taking care of people's needs. And like I've said, I'm so grateful for all the individuals in Redwood Coast that had to make the transition from one organization to another, adjust to all the rules and all the new stuff that we do, but at the same time made sure that they honored and took very good care of their clients, which is, of course, all of our priority. So thank you for doing that. We had a runner-up of Andrew and Chatanaben. I should have practiced pronouncing that. I'm sorry if I screwed up your name.
All right. And our pro of the year in the Redwood Coast is Jonathan.
Jonathan. All right. Well, I'm going to read what Holly said, and then I got more to say. So Jonathan, you are definitely a man that is trustworthy and honor. You have excellence all about you. We all appreciate your excellence. You've been someone that has been forthright and shared information, asked questions, challenged, but at the heart of it all, always kept our clients first. We have been so grateful for your strength, for your leadership, for everything you bring, all your education and all the willingness to do trainings that you bring. And we are so grateful that you're a part of our community, and you continue to be such a precious part of our Fort Bragg community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're grateful for you. We had a runner-up of Mr. Garrett. So congrats, Garrett.
All right. All right, and heading to South Bay, we have one winner in the South Bay this year. That's Life Guide of the Year, and that's Miss Anna.
And I know Anna's in the call. I saw her earlier. I saw her. I actually almost made her show her sweater, but I was afraid she'd be embarrassed. Anna is someone that, and I'm assuming, it doesn't say who, but I'm going to assume that Amanda had this to say about you. But if it wasn't Amanda, I'm sure it's the whole team, has to say that you have embraced this year and all of its pivots, and you've just done so with dedication and commitment. She's taken on, so technology, of course, is always a challenge, but she's really taken it on and been willing to lead the way with these virtual visits we need to do, as well as our electronic DSNs. She works really hard. She's faithful to Compass and her clients. That's why she's LG of the Year for South Bay. I want to also add to that, I've personally been worked alongside of her. We went on a cruise together, and I absolutely witnessed her commitment and her dedication to her client. I literally be like, let me give you a break. She's like, no, I don't need a break. Let me give you a break. So, and so she would tell me no, but then I tell her, oh no, I'm going to win this. Go take your break, and I will hang out with Tom. And we did just fine, Tom and I. But no, she's a very dedicated individual, and she definitely deserves this award.
All right. And on to Far North, the Far North region. We have our first winner of the year is our Life Guide of the Year, and that is Miss Tina.
All right. Couldn't happen to a better person.
Nice pose, by the way. Nice picture,
I
Tina.
know. She's so beautiful.
Bang.
All right. So here's what Courtney had to say about you, but I have other things to say, but I have other times to say something about you too. So I'll limit myself. Tina is one of the most giving people you will ever meet. Not a truer statement has been uttered. She's just a sunshine of an individual. She's been at Compass at 20 years, which is what I'll get to celebrate later. And she's dedicated now more than ever, which of course, having done this line of work and worked as many hours as she has, I don't even want to count the hours, to continue to bring herself with passion every day is something that we all should model and try to be like. She's an exemplary, she does an exemplary job of serving her clients, is always willing to jump in wherever she is needed. I have more than once had a situation going awry, and then here, quote unquote, the solution is Tina. And so I just am so grateful over 20 years for all the solutions you've been, as well as all the support and just cheery positivity you've been in so many different situations throughout Compass. So we are so grateful for you, and you are absolutely Life Guide of the Year.
Absolutely. All right. We have a Life Guide Pro in the North State, and that person is Krista.
Krista.
Look at that smile.
So Krista, Courtney also talked about you, but of course I have nice things to say about you as well. So I'll flavor in myself here. You've made an impact on each of our clients, as well as your manager's life. So that's a big deal, saying that your manager says you've made an impact on her as well. She goes way above and beyond her normal work duties and an example to others to follow. Each region here at Compass has been blessed and benefited from her hard work and dedication. I know just recently she took up the call one more time to go down to South Bay when we were having a staffing issue. She has always been so willing and able to go, but she doesn't just go to the location. She brings all this stuff with her. So she isn't just someone that's like, okay, fine, I'll go. She goes and she brings her best, and she is her best everywhere that she serves. So we're so grateful for you and all that you bring to our organization.
All right. And lastly, in the North State, we have our Life Coach of the Year award, and that goes to Mr. Ed.
All right. So Cassandra.
Nice goat, Ed.
Cassandra hair. Must have been limited in her sentences, because she is someone who loves to speak eloquently as well as effusively. And so I'm going to read what she wrote, but I'll add my little flavor, because your smile there alone is just really demonstrates who you are. You're such a person of joy and excellence. So we're so grateful for you. Here's what Cassandra said, and I'm sure we made her stay brief. Is that you've been pivotal in ensuring community is still at the forefront despite our ILS program going virtual. So again, this is another individual who stepped into a gap as we had to go virtual. But it's very important in ILS that community is at the forefront, because a lot of the individuals in ILS, like I already said, only get a few hours a week. And so isolation and just, feeling like they're not getting what they needed as part of their community is very common. So Ed really stepped in the gap and was able to help in SLS as well. So we even pulled on him for SLS when it first hit, and we really had some individuals that stepped out of providing care because they didn't feel safe, and he stepped in a gap. So he was willing to go where we needed him to go, do what we needed to do. But when he was able to be back in ILS, he's just been a moniker of making sure community and people have opportunities for community, even in a unique environment. So thanks, Ed, for all you do.
So that's our team member of the years.
All right, and those are always very challenging decisions. So many people among those, many of you were talked about in really positive ways, but these are the ones that just stood out for 2020, which again, like I said, was a very challenging decision this year. So
absolutely.
Thank you for all you do. And if you see these individuals, give them a big pat, because this represents them being consistent and faithful throughout an entirely very challenging year.
Exactly. These folks that we just shared about are the people that we like to point to and say, be like them, be like them. So for those of you who got an award, you are somebody that we want everybody to be like, and we appreciate you and honor you. So well done. Okay, we have the next round of awards.
All right, now these are going to start to go a little faster, and we apologize if this is your award and like, no, spend the time on me. We'd love to, but we would be here for a very, very long time.
So our next round of awards is our Fish Awards. These people all receive a $100 bonus, and there will be a handful more per region. So we are going to go, as Sadie said, a little quicker through this for the sake of time. So our first round of award winners is our Play Award.
Right.
Play. Y'all know what that means, right? Whoops. And that's how we're going that fast, people. I hope you
No, we're not going that fast.
All right. So our 4 winners here.
All right. Well, first, just as everyone knows, our Play Award, these are individuals who have just stood out as people who, and can you imagine in 2020, in the middle of this, have found ways to be creative and go the extra mile, do some fun things that just bring joy to people's lives, from singing songs and helping people learn songs, as well as bringing in things that are just fun and bowling and all kinds of crazy stuff.
The bottom line is
when we're play this year,
because when we're playing, we're having more fun, and this has been a year when people have needed to find fun moments.
So these are for people that if you need a little fun in your life,
ask them. They probably have tips for you.
Yeah.
So Christianelle, Chetna, Elam, and Jamie, we are grateful, and we want to celebrate you. Thanks for bringing and making play a reality in a year when we were told not to play. We were told to hide under our couch, but yet you found a way to play. So well done. All right. The next Fish Award is Make Their Day. And these 4 folks, the point of Make the Day is it's not about you. It's about them. It's about somebody else. And I'm going to go the extra mile to make their experience memorable to them and to make their day. And so we have Kevin, Samuel, Reza, and Siobhan. We are grateful for you, proud of you. You did a great job this year, making sure your clients felt like they mattered.
Yeah. So like Eric said, in a season where we all had a moment where we wanted to focus on ourselves, these 4 individuals found a way to take the focus off of themselves, bring it onto the client, and make their day. Whether they were with them for 1 hour or 24 hours or 48 hours or 72 hours, they found a way to make their day. And we really appreciate them and know that is a big challenge every year, but especially this year.
That's right. Probably the next award is Choose Your Attitude. And this is probably the one that's like major pats on the back.
I would not be getting this award this year.
Because I think all of us had our bad attitude days. Yet these 4 folks, we felt like really captured and exemplified the mission to, hey, I don't have to be in a bad attitude. I can choose it. I can control. I can tell me what to do, and I can listen to me. And Ron and Hugo and Tracy and Sabrina, you folks really made sure that your attitude was good and strong and a benefit and a blessing to the clients when you were with them. And honestly, probably to your managers when you were dealing with your managers too.
Absolutely. We all appreciate good attitudes. And look at all these smiling faces, man. They just carry it. Like
Exactly.
they carry a good attitude with them, even in their pictures. So.
I mean, Hugo, I love Hugo's picture. He's like, I'm engaged and I'm going to happen today. That's a great pic, man. Anyway, so thank you guys. Thanks for being such a good example of what it means to be in self-control, to manage yourself and choose a good attitude. All right.
Hey, I want to mention, just if you know these individuals, reach out, make sure that you congratulate them. But if they didn't get a chance to be a part of this town hall, this stays on our website for a period of time and is something that they can go view. So they could even be one of those people that fast forward to their part. That's totally cool. If they live their life their way. But you might just want to mention to them that we said nice things about them today if they didn't get a chance to hear it. They did know that we were going to say nice things about them, but if they didn't get a chance to be here, please let them know so they can go watch it.
All right. And our last fish philosophy is to be there. This is where I'm going to be present. I'm not going to be zoned out. I'm going to be attentive to my client. I'm going to be attentive to his or her needs, or their needs as it often is. And between Yvonne and Andrew and Stan and Janet, we are proud of you and grateful for how in a time when probably honestly, a lot of folks didn't want to be anywhere. They just didn't want to. You were there with your clients. So well done. Thank you for that.
We did have, we had a very amazing team that stuck together, but we did have some people that decided, like Eric said, to not be here and not to even call us back. And so in a world where there's those kind of individuals, these individuals stood out as people who not only stayed put, but stayed present and stayed present every day that they were needed.
All right. Well, we've instituted 2 more awards this year that are new. The first one is actually our Values Awards. And part of the reason for this is, you may not know it, but about 49% of Compass's staff is in the far northern region. And there were so many people up here that really were heroic and really were awesome this year. We didn't feel like we felt like we just had to come up with another way to honor and celebrate folks.
Yeah. So as you can see, these are all of our values with the value of honor, excellence. You can read them there. But as we have those are our values. These are individuals that represent those values, and that just really spoke to us as a person of trustworthiness in James, or Faith and Sherry. So we just wanted to take a minute to just honor these individuals as people who do embody our values.
Right. And all these people are going to get a $100 bonus. And that'll be direct deposited as well, but hopefully tomorrow. It should be hitting tomorrow. And so every one of our values, faith, excellence, honor, community, trustworthiness, generosity, freedom, it's there. These people all demonstrated it. The way we really believe our Compass values should impact how we act on our best day. So well done for the 7 of you. All right. Our last award, slide, is one that I hope we never have to use again. These are our COVID champions of the year. Now, you may recall when we first were dealing with the coronavirus pandemic back in March and April and May, we were doing COVID champions, and we were celebrating people who found ways to happen and go the extra mile when it was extra scary. And so we instituted the COVID Champion Award, and so many people just really found courage and didn't listen to the fear and a lot of lies that were floating around out there. And they showed up and didn't neglect the clients who had no choices. And so we have honored COVID champions throughout the year, but we're ending this year with a special award for these folks. All these folks get a $200 bonus because all year long they brought it.
Many of these individuals ended up, they got an award early on. So we had that every week we did COVID Champion. Many of these individuals actually ended up working in either COVID positive homes or being willing to go to COVID positive homes, as well as a variety of other scenarios where they either delivered things or they really stood out and stepped up well beyond their everyday job into kind of a special zone, whether they were walking individuals through even life and end of life stuff, as well as COVID at the same time. So these individuals really did just stand up and stand in a gap in crazy scenarios and situations. So we had so many people that if we had the time, we would spend hours on. So many of you that were inspirational throughout this year, but these individuals really, their stories are amazing. And so if you see them and you want to ask them their story, I'm sure they would share their story, and you will see why they were chosen as COVID champions this year.
So thank you all this year who stayed faithful and determined and supported your clients throughout this whole year. These 7 just stood out, but everybody everybody really just did a great job this year, not letting the fear, the media, or whatever get to you and stop you. So well done. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Well, now we're going to go through another series of people that should get recognized. Now, traditionally, these individuals get recognized at the all hands meeting. So traditionally we get more of an opportunity to make sure you feel the love, feel special, know that we appreciate you. But this year we had to kind of, we put your name at the bottom, but we wanted to take one more opportunity just to recognize individuals that have the longevity of 5 years, 10 years and longer with our organization. So we're going to go through those now.
So first of all of our milestone winners for our 5-year people, they get this really snappy Under Armour jacket. It's actually a really nice coat, and it's not cheap. So this one happens to have a price tag on it. I just saw that, but it's a nice coat. So you'll be getting one of those in the mail.
All right, so this is our list of individuals that have been with us 5 years. And as I look through this list, these are some phenomenal individuals. We are blessed to have you walking alongside of us for 5 years. Some of them are admin, but most of them are in the field. So thank you for all that you do and have been doing for us for 5 years.
All right. And next is our 10-year winners. We have 4 this year.
Winners.
4
You're winners. You're winners to us.
You're winners to us. Our 4-year veterans here. We got Mary, who's our producer right over here. We got Johnny in the North State.
She's been putting up with us for 10 years.
Exactly.
Can you believe it?
Right. Courtney in the North State and Jennifer Mazzotti, Jennifer M in the Bay Area. And you guys all get, is it right? Can you see that? There actually is print on there. You see it says Compass and the logo.
These are super warm. I went to wear this to the Festival of Lights here in Reading, and it was too warm. It was too warm. I actually had to take it off.
Yeah, it's really warm and snug. It's you could wear it in the snow, man. But it's a North Face jacket. Exactly. So anyway, so well done.
All right, so Mary,
thank you.
I'm looking at the screen, but I know you're right there. You're doing a phenomenal job. We super appreciate you. Johnny, you have walked through so many crazy situations. I remember when you were the car fire champion back in the day. I will never forget that story. You really were such a hero that day. Courtney, we love you. You have been in various roles throughout our organization and are rocking it as a supervisor. So we're so appreciative that you're in that role. And of course, Jen, we love you, and appreciate all that you do for us and have also worked your way up to being a supervisor in our organization. So thanks for continuing to walk alongside of us and continue to grow and continue to now be a person of leadership and someone that we all look to.
One of the things I love about this slide is that there's only one person on this slide who didn't start in the field.
Yep.
So so your leadership, so the leadership that demonstrated there on all levels is really great. All right, we have 2 more slides about milestones. One more is our 15-year slide. These people have been with us for 15 years. You got Angela, excuse me, and Gladys. Thank you.
She goes by Angie.
Angie.
So Angie and Gladys.
There's this big microphone right here, which is blocking the screen for me, so I really wasn't sure who I was talking about. And then, of course, Gladys in the East Bay.
Yeah, so Angie, we, of course, 15 years. She's actually a family member of one of our clients and has walked alongside of that family member, but has not just not like she's just a family member. She's become a part of our family. And we have certainly appreciated you and love your enthusiasm, your honesty, your wit, and your transparency. So thank you for being you. Gladys, you are such a royal and regal person. We love you so much. We're so grateful you've been on our team for 15 years. You have been such a rock for so many of our clients, and we know that you also have been willing to go in different scenarios and be with different people. And so thank you for bringing your regalness and your royalty everywhere you go. We really appreciate you.
All right. And our last milestone group is our 20-year. Last year we had 1. This year we have 2 people.
20 years.
And going strong.
All right, so we already got a great chance.
Oh, I forgot to mention something. The 15-year ladies, both of you, you're going to get both jackets. You're going to get the Under Armour and you're going to get the North Face. So you'll have plenty of jackets, so many jackets, but you're going to get both because part of the reason we're doing that is because those are relatively new. And when you had your 5 and your 10-year, they weren't around. So
yeah, we
15,
did sweatshirts and now we've kind of upped our game and now we do really nice coats.
They don't shrink. The coats don't shrink as much in the wash. So.
Now our 20-year individuals.
These 2 people, we have a special gift for them.
We've just had to start coming up with this.
I know. We really hadn't thought about this until recently.
We had our first person who reached 20 years because our organization will be 25 years. So these are the people have been with us basically since the beginning.
80% of Compass existence, they've been here for that. Mm-hmm. You know, so the gift we have for them to honor them is time off, but not just time off. We're going to give you.
We're going to make you both take it. I will personally call you and make sure you take this time off.
Seriously, we're gonna ship you out, and we're gonna give them a $2,500 gift towards the trip of their choice inside California, anytime in the next year. So that should be enough for like 3 days or 4 days, 3 nights somewhere. Go to San Diego.
So your
go
trip
to Carmel.
concierge will be calling you and helping you work it out. And like Eric said, you can go to Sacramento.
I didn't say Sacramento.
Did you?
I said Carmel. I said San Diego, Tahoe, Carmel. Okay. So anyway, so fun. Napa. Yeah, exactly. And so you can use that up to $25. You can use that wherever you like. Save some for spending money. Use that towards lodging and food. And if you want to fly, you can fly. There might even be enough in that for you to take a +1. Whatever you want to do. You know, you can't go to Vegas. Not sending you to Vegas. What happens in Vegas, not happening.
That's in 25 years. We'll let you go to Vegas.
Exactly. It's a one-way ticket. And no, I'm kidding. Anyway, so we love you both, Tina and Catherine. Right. You're a joy. We are grateful for both of you. And we have a great time on us and you've earned it. Earned it.
So Tina, I've talked about you quite a bit. Of course, one of my favorite things is Tina has this moment where she'll go, woohoo! And it's usually when no one else goes woohoo. And so I've always appreciated that you are a cheerleader, even when the circumstance doesn't necessarily seem to warrant a cheerleader, you become one, and it's exactly what we need. So I appreciate you. Catherine, you have, we can go way back, you and I, and talk about even when we did senior care. You have always been willing to step in anywhere we needed you. And I remember just real recently having a conversation with you, and I'm going to get emotional again, as you conveyed how deeply, passionately you felt for a client. And honestly, were telling me that I needed to look something up because you didn't feel like it was being done well. And I appreciate your passion, your willingness to come to me with any issue and be real. And you bring so much love and so much ferocious passion to everything you do. We appreciate you so much.
If I was going to give Catherine an award specifically, I would call it the Tape It Up Award, because she's probably one of the toughest people I've ever seen. And like a football player who gets banged up in a game and says, "Okay, coach, just tape it up and put me back in," that's Catherine. And so
she's traveled various locations for us, done various things for us over her tenure, even worked in our senior care portion back in the day. Many of you don't even know we had a senior care portion.
Right. But she's never let anything slow her down or stop her. And so we honor you, Tina, honor you as well. Thank you for your 20 years, your dedication, and we're counting on you for at least another 20. All right.
All right. So next, this is a sad one.
Well, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. It's not sad. It's happy and sad. And it's happy retirement.
The only individual that's left Compass so far that we had to say happy retirement to was my mom. And so this is now going to have to be part of our process as we've gotten older, as we're now an organization of 25 years. There are people that have walked alongside of us, and it's their time to take a step back, take a step to themselves, walk with family, whatever is their journey. So we just want to say we super appreciate. So Kathy worked with her clients for 20 years. So she has not been in our organization. She actually transferred over from a different organization, but has walked alongside of our clients for 20 years. And we are so appreciative that you have been such a rock, such a joy in people's lives for 20 years. Thank you so much.
Looks like we had some typos on these slides. Sorry, because Kathy definitely, she is in the North State, but Conrado and Gladys are not.
Oh, so, yeah, let's see. So Conrado is in our South Bay office, and he has been with Compass for 10 years. Thank you for all you've done. He's been a primary staff for one of our individuals for over 5 years. And so there's going to be a big hole there. We're going to miss you terribly. Thank you for all you gave to our organization, and we wish you the very best in your next adventure. And Gladys, so sad to say goodbye. I know that you've been making a long commute, and you've been working very long hours for us for a very long time. And we just are so appreciative of all that you've done and all that you've been in our organization and all the conversations. And I just, I appreciate your faith, and I appreciate your heart, and I appreciate
Absolutely.
your willingness to really go into some challenging situations and bring your best. So we will miss you, and we appreciate you, and we say
for all three of you, your clients will miss you, the families will miss you. Thank you for giving of yourselves to Compass for so long, and we absolutely wish you good luck, Godspeed, and his richest blessings on your life in this next phase. And I'm knowing all three of you, I'm sure you will not be sitting around knitting. I mean, you're all three go-getters and ambitious folks, so you know you'll be filling up your time. You have a gift coming to you in the mail, which is a surprise and a secret, but you'll find out about that shortly. Yep. I shouldn't say the mail. I don't know how it's coming, but you have a special gift coming to each of you. Again, thank you.
This was another area we had to adjust. We were like, we're going to have to come up with a plan to make sure that we catch individuals and have a chance to say goodbye, as well as make sure that they feel honored and that they are given a gift. So thanks for letting us know you're retiring so that we could make sure we honored you appropriately.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, that was a whole lot. We only have about 4.5 minutes left of our time because there were so many of you to love and to honor. So we did get some questions, so we're going to scream through them because of time, and we probably won't have time to answer all of them.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll skip if Santa's real.
Okay.
Aaron, I'm sorry, I love you, but
yeah,
we're skipping.
Okay, well, okay, but definitely want to make some time for the one about the vaccine. So go ahead and which one do you want to hit on?
Well, I'm going to go down the list. You were going to talk about, Cassandra said we have non-negotiables in life, things that we 100% either will, always will, or will never do. As a leader, what are some of your non-negotiables? You said you had a good answer for this.
Well, it takes a lot longer than I have. I would say that in a nutshell, one of the non-negotiables I have as a leader is to make sure it's not about me. It's about the people I lead. That a leader is only as good as his connection with the people he's leading and how attentive he is to their needs. So I can't unpack that to where it makes sense. It has pop, but it's true. All right. Okay.
Wow. You are going fast.
Well,
it'll be okay.
Okay.
It'll be okay. We got it. All right, so Gladys, she has a very sensitive question. I'm going to read the question and I'll do my best to answer it. Gladys said, I've noticed over the years the Black CFs don't last long, especially in the East Bay office. I know for a fact that the founders are not racist. Thank you. I'm feels good. But some of us want to know why there is this trend and wonder why. So my first answer is, I don't know. If you have answers, I've offered this before, but I feel like part of who we need to always be is people who listen, as well as people who have a heart to learn. So if there is something that you think might be some of the reasons why this is happening, please reach out and even could get an appointment with me. Go through Jeanette. I want to say if you want an appointment with me, it may take 2 to 3 months. Don't take that personal. It just takes that long to get on my schedule. But we are looking for answers to all the hard questions. I think, though, the truth is that in all truth, if I looked and we did statistics, I don't think one color is having a harder time at the CF job than another color. We actually have recently done a study and have found that we need to do some things to help our CFs, and this is one of the reasons why we're doing Renaissance too. We need to do things to help our CFs manage their workload and manage their job. I know that many of you understand, but the CF job was my first job when I was young, and when you first start, it is outrageously overwhelming. And one of the factors is 19 out of the 23 that were interviewed said the staffing and the pressure of always making sure people are present in a home is one of the primary factors for their stress and their burnout. And everyone knows I hate the B word, but I'm using it because I do understand that's what our RCFs are feeling. So this is, I think this is not necessarily a color issue, but I'm willing to have that conversation if someone has something they want to tell me about and feels like we need to learn something, we're willing to learn. But I think it's more a stress and workload of that job, and in East Bay and in South Bay and in Redwood Coast and in far north, it is really just a matter of what they're trying to carry and what we're going to be doing over the next year to really help the field carry some of more for it. And I know, Gladys, you back in the day were a pro, you know how important that role was, and then it got diminished over time. We're really looking to bring back that leadership and that strength in the field. And I do think that will eventually help our CFs feel better about their job. But again, I welcome any conversations people want to have.
Okay. Another question we received was, let's go ahead and bounce down to the one about the vaccine. Jessica in the East Bay asked, will it be mandatory for the to get the COVID-19 vaccine? No, Compass will not require staff to get the vaccine, partly because we feel it's a violation of a central tenet of what we do, and that's choice. However, I will strongly encourage you that when it's made available, go get it. And in fact, we in our industry, because we serve people who cannot function without us in their home, are going to be way at the top of the list. So when they start, you pay attention, you'll start getting the invitations for that. Please do it. Don't listen to the scare tactics in some of the media, whether it's just, somebody in their pajamas in their mom's basement, or whether it's actually somebody with a political agenda. Please don't listen to that sort of scare tactic. It's not true. The vaccines are very, very safe. The amount of people who have taken the samples have been very strong, and it's really, really going to be a good thing. So please don't listen to the fear and choose not to take it because you've heard something. I promise you that stuff's not true.
All right. Greg, we're going to end with your question, which is, can you be on our town hall? Yes. We will be reaching out to you. You can be on our town hall in 2021. Not sure January, February, March, but one of those months you can be on our town hall. So we'll be looking forward to having you as our guest at our coffee time in our town hall coming up. All right, well, we don't have time for other questions today because we spent so much time making sure we celebrated people. So if you do have questions, go ahead and post them in the chat. We'll take a little time afterwards and answer those questions. So feel free to post a question in there. And then again, as always, if you have questions, feel free to talk to your supervisor. And if they don't have the answers, they'll keep going up the chain till they get the answer. All right, happy holidays. It was super fun to see all of you today in your Christmas sweaters, and we look forward to a better, brighter, happier year next year. Thanks, guys.